My relationship with technology, when email first came along, I actually looked at it as an annoyance. Okay, I actually had my assistant deal with email, and I refused to deal with it for the first 4 years of its existence. But now, obviously, technology and the way it relates to music is critical. You know, I think a lot of things have changed and a lot of things have stayed the same. An example is, in the old days, we would kill ourselves to get our artists and our music and our records to the front of the record store. That's kind of exactly the same now because, you know, I have a digital team that's set up worldwide. There's somebody who works for Ultra in Asia, in Germany, in England, in Moscow, in Canada, and the US. We have a great digital team, and they're making sure our music is on the playlist: Spotify, Apple, Deezer, NetEase, Tencent, Melon, Bugs in South Korea, so VK in Russia. So, you know, if you're not seen, you know, it's exactly like the old record store. You're not going to get consumed. So that's a great example of something where nothing has changed at all. But on the other hand, there is a lot of changes. I feel like there's less regional differences, you know, in music. I feel like music is getting spread a bit more across the whole country. You know, each region used to be so different, which I love. I love that kind of differences about music from different areas and what it means to different people. But I feel like, you know, that's one, let's say, danger of technology with music. That is everything going to be determined as to whether it will work within an algorithm? That's a bit scary. So I think we've always got to think outside of that to records and music that's exciting. Well, I think one thing that's changed is the notion of distribution in music, which is basically now distribution is one server talking to another server. There's still the function of the kind of sales and marketing positioning, but really the distribution company, as you used to think about it, with the truck delivering the CDs to the stores, it's all gone. So it's really the cost of distribution has really come down to zero. It's one server communicating with another server. That's actually a brilliant thing. But on the other hand, for a label to be relevant in 2019 and beyond, for a label to be relevant, we've got to absolutely deliver on the creative aspects to help the artists. Ultra Studios in LA, London, Stockholm, how we find songs for the artists, A&R-wise, our creative director in-house helping them with videos, photography, styling. So I think that I would like to say in a way that it's a return to Motown, where you had, you know, the studio, and then you had the record label and the publishing company and the merch guy. And after a while, everyone would hop on the Motown bus, and it would be the Motown Review that would come to your town. So we've actually kind of getting back to that, get back to the essence of what we're really doing, is creating music. Yeah, the A&R process has changed in a huge way since when I started. And when I started in the business, if you were a great A&R man, you knew where you needed to be standing on a Thursday night. You needed to be standing in the right club with the right artists on the stage, or with the DJ playing the right white labels. And those would be all the signals for who to sign, what to sign. But if you weren't there in that room at that moment, it's like it didn't exist. So it was all about knowing where to be, where to hear new music, you know, almost like a secret language of where things were moving. You know, people would tell you about things, word of mouth, a producer, a DJ. Obviously, we live in a different age now where A&R is extremely data-driven. But, you know, I still look for something in an artist beyond success in an algorithm, right? Because you've got a lot of people that could be doing a lot of streams, but maybe have never played a gig in their lives. I mean, at what point are they going to be able to hit the stage, hold it down, do a TV performance, entertain a crowd? You really do need the whole package. I mean, my favorite artist of all time is David Bowie. And it's David Bowie because, you know, this is somebody who was interested in music, theater, photography, fashion, costume design. You know, he's absolutely a mastermind of many things. You know, so I think there's a lot to be said for when you discover an artist that's got those other dimensions to them besides one dimension. Those are the true artists.